Stop what you're doing. I need you to count something. Watch these 6 people passing a basketball. Count how many times the people in white pass the ball. Ready? Go. Most will count correctly, 13 passes. But here's what nobody tells you before the video. Halfway through, a person in a full gorilla suit walks directly into the center of the frame, stops, beats their chest, looks straight at the camera, then walks away. And around 50% of people never see it. Not because they're stupid, not because they weren't paying attention, because they were paying too much attention. Think about that. A gorilla walks directly across the screen, in plain sight, and half the audience misses it completely. How is that possible? In 1999, psychologists Christopher Chabrice and Daniel Simons ran this famous experiment. They called the phenomenon inattentional blindness, and what they discovered is deeply unsettling. Your brain doesn't record reality. It records whatever you tell it to focus on and quietly deletes the rest. Your attention works like a spotlight. Whatever falls inside that spotlight becomes your reality. Everything outside it becomes invisible. Not blurry, not forgotten, invisible. The gorilla wasn't hidden. It wasn't transparent. It wasn't disguised. The only thing missing was your attention. And here's the disturbing part. This isn't just a laboratory trick. This is how your brain operates every single day. Right now, as you're watching this video, you've probably stopped noticing the feeling of your clothes against your skin, the pressure of your feet, the weight of your phone, the faintest sound in the room. None of those things disappeared. Your brain simply decided they weren't important. Because attention is expensive. Every second, your senses are collecting far more information than your conscious mind can handle. If your brain tried to process everything, every sound, every movement, every sensation, every face, every detail, you'd be overwhelmed instantly. So it filters, it edits, it decides what's important, and ignores the rest. Most of the time, that's incredibly useful. But sometimes, the thing being filtered out is exactly what matters.
So if your brain is constantly filtering reality, what can you do about it? The first step is surprisingly simple. Assume you're missing something. Most mistakes don't happen because people lack intelligence. They happen because people become convinced they're seeing the full picture. The moment you admit you might be wrong, your brain starts searching for information it would normally ignore. The second step is to ask a question most people never ask. What am I not seeing? Pilots ask it. Scientists ask it. Great investors ask it. Before making an important decision, they don't just search for evidence they're right, they actively search for evidence they're wrong, because the easiest person to fool is yourself. And finally, slow down. Inattentional blindness becomes stronger when you're distracted, overloaded, or rushing. The faster you move, the narrower your attention becomes. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do isn't to look harder, it's to pause long enough to notice what you've been ignoring. Will you ever eliminate your blind spots? No. Nobody can. The human brain wasn't designed to see everything. It was designed to see enough. But remembering that fact can change the way you move through the world. You become less certain, more curious, less reactive, more observant. And that's valuable, because every conversation you have, every meeting you attend, every opportunity you encounter has details hiding in plain sight. Just like the gorilla, the question isn't whether something important is escaping your attention. Something always is. The real question is, what are you missing right now? Maybe it's an opportunity. Maybe it's a warning. Maybe it's a mistake. Maybe it's a truth you've avoided seeing. You don't know. And that's exactly the point. The most dangerous thing about what you don't notice is that you'll swear it was never there. I'm Robert the Rational, proving nobody actually is. Subscribe for more ways your brain tricks you every day.